So here's a pretty dope real time with Bill Maher clip. Now, as you guys know, Bill Maher was on the Bernie Sanders train last time around. Back in 2016, he actually endorsed Bernie Sanders for president, and he had him on like in between, like in 2018 or something. I forgot exactly when it was. And he told Bernie Sanders to his face, if you are to run for president again, I will endorse you. Something went wrong, and now he's big on Amy Klobuchar. I don't know why. Now, Zephyr Teachout, who is part of Bernie's campaign, I believe. I know she's a law professor, and she had ran for office in 2018 in New York. She wrote a piece about how Biden has a corruption problem, okay? And Bernie Sanders actually came out and apologized for this piece because I guess it was like the campaign had sent out the link to it. So, Bill Maher surprisingly defends Bernie Sanders here.
I want to be nonpartisan here. A week before, he said Biden's got a big corruption problem. Yeah, that's a talking point from That's a talking point from the Republicans. There's no basis of fact for that. Well, he's got to back it up with facts.
Okay,
to his credit, he withdrew it.
Wait a second. I got the article.
That's disinformation.
Okay, that's your opinion.
Yeah, it is.
I want to read because he apologized Bernie apologized for this article written by someone on his staff.
Yes.
I said, well, I want to at least read it. I don't know why Bernie apologized. It's not a personal attack. Here are some of the quotes. Independents and people who might stay home will look at Biden and Trump and say they're all dirty. Joe has perfected the art of taking big contributions, then representing the corporate donors at the cost of middle class and working Americans. His career was bankrolled by the credit card industry. He's from Delaware. Kind of true.
Yes.
With Biden, we are basically handing Trump a whataboutism playbook. Trump doesn't need voters to love him. He just needs to convince people the whole game is ugly.
Bill, how many people
Hunter Biden with his $50,000 a month job and a business he knew nothing about in there? Yes, that is what they will do.
Here's my problem with what happened there. How many people do you think actually read that article?
Well, now a lot more.
Very few. Well, now that you read it, a lot more. Right.
So I don't even know what point, whether or not people read the article was. There were really three central points to that, which was that one of them was he was bankrolled by the credit card industry, which is it's literally undebatable, by the way. That was Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden's supposed big beef that they had before Warren snaked Bernie Sanders, obviously. But even Paul Krugman was defending Joe Biden by saying that Joe Biden isn't corrupt, because he's not supporting single-payer healthcare. If you wanted to say that he's corrupt on the issue of credit, then you can say that. So it's virtually unanimous. Okay, it's obvious that he was bankrolled by it. Then it was also the other points were that he was having meetings or these big dollar fundraisers with fossil fuel executives, Comcast executives. So her points were very clear, they were very cogent, and they were very on point. And her rationale, as Bill just listed off there, is literally perfectly on the money. It's literally right on the dot. That's exactly true. 2 points. You don't need, the worst thing we can do is basically equip Trump to be able to be this guy who is like against this corrupt candidate who can be perceived as corrupt, right? Bernie can't be perceived as corrupt because he's not. But Biden is corrupt, and I do like how Bill Maher brings up the Hunter Biden thing. Like, seriously, guys, he's working on a Ukrainian gas and energy company, gas and oil or something, where he's making 60 racks a month, and his dad is vice president. That shouldn't even be legal. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. The fact that the vice president of the United States' own son is working on another country's, gas company board and making that much money, that should be illegal completely. There's got to be some sort of like corruption clause or something there, man. You shouldn't just be able to pocket off of your dad's power and work in another country's company. Is disgusting, man. What is this disgusting system that we have? And then after government officials are done with their terms, they go out and they become lobbyists. Like, this is a really garbage system that we have. And so I see Bill Maher making these cogent points every once in a while, and I'm like, man, it's almost like there's a little bit itty-bitty string stuck in his head where it's like there's something there. There's something there, but I don't know if it's being suppressed, why it isn't sort of building on itself. I have no idea, to be quite honest with you. But this guy's obviously a clown. It's literally well documented why Joe Biden has a corruption problem. These people are idiots. They're like, oh, don't say that they're corrupt because then Trump is going to use it against them. Hey, dumbass. If you don't want Trump to accuse the other candidate of being corrupt, don't elect a corrupt candidate in the first place. And that is what's so angry. What makes me so angered is that Hillary fans will say, oh, Bernie Sanders, or Hillary herself said this, that Bernie calling her corrupt led the way to Donald Trump calling her crooked Hillary. It's because she is crooked. She is corrupt and she's a sellout. So if you don't want that to happen, don't elect Joe Biden. Don't elect Hillary Clinton. And Zephyr is right that we're basically just going back to 2016 again. It's like deja vu all over again. It's just like, I don't know how many times we have to run a moderate who's corrupt to keep losing to Donald Trump. I'm really not sure when it's going to be drilled into these morons' heads that that's not how you win. But this Michael McFaul guy is definitely an idiot for sure. And Bill Maher, oh boy, holding on with some strings there. I just don't know why he's gone so downhill if he still got that alive.